We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays in this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Stevenson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Nick Bawden punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyle Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in to get some points.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They send Parker in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, and they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert back to the air. It's complete to Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get a field goal.
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Jones steps away. That's caught by Myers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Playoffs, baby.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw again. Completes this one to Thornton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Herbert off of play action. He's got it to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
touchdown! Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
sits at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Chargers 13.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eckler going to get it again on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take for 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but the 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on it. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the score.
How do you fumble? That's wild.
This thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brad, what were they thinking easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the option, here's Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They run behind center with Spiller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert rolling to his head. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Herbert to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Marcus Jones picks it. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The Patriots have done it again. They're AFC champs once more as we say goodnight.